Good to see you all. Oh, wow. It's a bit blurry, isn't it? Are we well? I wonder if I can find something. Oh, God, I need to wipe my phone. How are we? Good to see you. Good morning, Truffy. Welcome in. Larry is here as well. Welcome in, Larry. Kirsty's here. Welcome in, Kirsty. How are we, friends? Oh. Hello, Amanda. Welcome in. Lovely to see you. My phone looks very blurry this morning, which is odd because I did give it a wipe beforehand. I'm trying to see. I'm not seeing any dirty paw prints on it, but I know. But if I wipe it now, I'm probably going to end the live, aren't I? I need a phone warmer. Yeah, look, yeah, I do, but it's actually not that bad at the moment. I've got my beanie on and I'm actually feeling warm. Let me see. Should I try cleaning the lens? It's just that if I do, I may end up discontinuing the live and then I'll have to restart it. So should I try or should I not try? That is the thing. Hang on. I've got a little cloth that I use with my glasses. Hang on a tick. All right, thank you. All right. I'm coming. I have a cloth. All right, so I'm going to try and clean this, okay? Again, I did try before the live. If I accidentally disconnect you all, just hang because I'll try and come back. Oh. That doesn't look any different, does it? Hey, Samia, welcome in. Hello, Shaz, welcome in. My daughter tells me that when my phone's horizontal, the camera lens is in the middle at the top. Is that really where it is? It's hard to tell. Anyway, driving daily. Hello, my friend. Welcome in. Samia, how are you, Samia? Are you well? Can you hear all the cockatoos? It's on the other side. All right, so it's a Samsung Galaxy S9. It's horizontal. So is it on my left, my right, or in the middle? Or down the bottom? Oh my God, listen to the cockatoos. Susan, it's Alex here from St. Louis in Missouri. D-Man, welcome in, my right. Okay, we're going to have another go at cleaning the screen. If I disconnect you all, we're going to restart. Still doesn't look any different. All right, looks like we're going to have a slightly fuzzy screen, my friends, because I don't seem to be able to get the camera to clean up. Oh God, I've made it worse. No, I haven't made it worse. Okay, well, at least it's the same. Hello. Lower, lower. All right, okay, down from there, he says, lower, 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 lower. Oh, that's a little bit better. The things you do on a live, you know. Hi, I'm Susan from High Country Homestead, and today we're doing a live on how to clean your phone screen once you've actually started the live. There we go. Thank you, Trophy. Oh, we got there. We got there. You got it mostly. Nailed it. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So now we've got that bit out of the road. Welcome. It is, what day is it? It's Tuesday morning here in the Victorian Alpine region of Australia. And I am Susan, and we are here on my little homestead, and Tuesday is our walk and talk day where we go for a bit of a wander around the farm. We've got 18 people in the house. Thank you, everyone. We've got 7 thumbs up. So if you could give me a thumbs up, that would be lovely. But if you're not enjoying the live, you don't have to either, but it all helps, doesn't it? Amanda says, you're outstanding. You're outstanding. See mine that, oh yeah. Samia says, amazing. Amanda gives me a thumbs up. Thank you, Amanda. So yes, today we are going to go for a bit of a wander, but let's talk briefly. We're getting a puppy. How exciting is that? So on Saturday, just gone, after the live, my daughter and I went for a little bit of a drive and went to have a look at some golden retriever puppies. Now, this lady had 2 litters of 5-week-old puppies. So there was like 18 of them or something. No, not quite 18. Might have been 17 or 16. Around there. Somewhere between 16 and 18 puppies. And it was hard. It was very exciting. It was so exciting, but it was hard. I mean, there were so many beautiful dogs. And you know, we tried to give time to all of them. Hello, Maria. Welcome in, my love. Why not call these walkabouts? Well, I sort of do in a way. I mean, it's a walk and talk. But yeah, so we had all these puppies, and we tried to play with all of them and have a bit of a bond with them all. Some of them, of course, all they were interested in doing was sleeping, which is fair enough. I mean, they're only 5 weeks old. I'm pretty certain when I was 5 weeks old, I spent a lot of time sleeping. But no, we picked one. It was so exciting. I did put a photo of the chosen one on my community page, my YouTube community page on the Sunday morning. And if any of you went over to my High Country Homestead Facebook page, I had about 5 or 6 photos that I posted there. Some of them were photos of some of the selection. And then there was a photo with 2 puppies because we were having trouble choosing between 2 of them. And then the last photo, I think, is the single photo. And that is the chosen one. And in the end, he chose us. So, but he's a beautiful boy, and he's so fat, and he's already got like a feathery tail. So I think he's going to be a very big and beautiful boy. So yeah, a few more weeks. I think they said that from about the 15th of January, the chosen one. Hello, Ace. Lovely to see you. Ace has put up a link with the chosen one. Hey, Matt. Welcome in, my friend. Yeah, so I think she said it was around the 15th that we would be able to bring him home. Jamie Carpenter. Hey, Susan, what's the breed? Golden Retriever, my love. A Golden Retriever. I mean, look, we'd looked at so many different breeds over the years. I thought about getting a Corgi because my first ever dog was a Corgi and I loved that dog. And then I thought about a Doberman because I'd had Dobermans in my past. My last dog was a Hungarian Vizsla, and I briefly considered that, but I thought, no, not enough time had elapsed. Looked at Dachshunds, looked at all sorts of breeds, but the Golden Retriever has won. Matt says, careful, Maria, I'm a mod. Hey, Jake, welcome in, my friend. Liked and shared. Thank you very much for liking and sharing, Jake. We have 13 likes, which is wonderful, and 20 in the house. So, yeah, well, that's another like 3.5 weeks till we get to bring the puppy home. Oh, that's going to be an exciting day. But we are going to be going back and having more visits because we don't want to forget him. Like, we want to sort of see him, so we'll probably go back this week and then we'll go back next week. So we'll go back and have a few more visits before we actually get to bring him home. And I have spoken to the owner and she's quite happy for me to do a live stream from her property with the puppies. It's just that when we went on Saturday, like, we had been considering doing a live from there, but there was just too much going on. I mean, not only with the puppies, but you had all the adult dogs running around, and we really needed to concentrate on the dogs rather than on a live. But next visit we can do that, so that'll be exciting. Hello, Nicholas, welcome in, my friend. It's good to see you. So yes, we've just been talking about little Jespar. Oh yes, Jamie, yes, Jespar. So spelt Jespar. Jespar. So everyone is saying hello to everyone else, which is lovely to see. We've got 19 in the house and 14 thumbs up, which is great. Now let me think. What other news do I have to tell you? Jespar. Yeah, do you like the name? Do you like the name, Ace, and everyone in chat? What do you think? What do you think of it? I quite like it. Paige, oops, my daughter likes it. Very cute. I've never heard that name before. Yeah, it's sort of Slavic, I guess. It was the name was a character in a animated Christmas film that my daughter and I both really love. And we watch this Christmas movie every Christmas. And the main character of that movie is Jespar. Jespar was the spelling of my dog. Yeah. It was, Nicholas. What sort of dog was it? Kirsty says, thank you, Nicholas. Lots of things need planting outside. Everyone's saying hello to Nicholas. So, yes. Now, what else have I got to tell you? Yes. Poodle. Oh, yes. They're lovely. Was it like a big poodle or a little smaller one? Because I know they come in a range of sizes, don't they, Nicholas? What colour was it? Hey, Joy. Welcome in, my friend. Welcome in. 21-year-old miniature poodle. Wow. So lucky to have your miniature poodle Jespar for 21 years. My corgi got to 21. I think smaller dogs can be prone to longevity. Chocolate brown. Oh, I can just imagine. Amanda says, I planted so much today. 1,000 zinnias, lol. Not really, but a lot. I love zinnias. My mum loves zinnias too. I need to plant some in the spring, of course. Coffee Mama. Hello, my love. She says, hello, Susan. I can't stay long, but I wanted to say hi. Well, thank you for coming in, my love. How are you today, or tonight, as it is? Um, yes, solar. You know, we've had this ongoing issue with the solar panels that died in the beginning of December. And then we tried to get a replacement inverter. And then the inverter we went to look at wasn't quite the right one. And in the end, I thought, what the hell? We'll just get a new system. And I got a quote and I paid a deposit, and they were meant to come and put it up. They were going to take the old one down on the 16th of Feb and put the new one up on the 17th of Feb. And then it got pushed out till 17th of March. And then on the 17th of March, they didn't turn up. And I finally got them to answer the phone after weeks and weeks of ringing them. And they said, oh, yeah, no, look, we can't do it. We can't find anyone to come out. They still can't find anyone to come out, by the way. Amanda says, not really, Nicholas. I had already prepped it and just spread seeds like a fairy. Oh, that would have been awesome, Amanda. Did you like skip? You know, the whole tiptoe through the tulips thing? Did you do that? Because that's a very important part of spreading seeds like a fairy. So I've been told. So, yeah, they still can't get anyone to come out and put the system up on the roof. Now, I suspect that what the problem is, that the quote was so low to get me to sign on the dotted line and give a deposit, that they now can't, because once you have accepted the quote, they then put the quote out into the ether, out to tender, so that installers can go, yep, I'll do it, yep, I'll do it. And I think what has happened, and they haven't said this, I am guessing, but I am guessing that the quote is so low that they cannot get anyone to do the job. So, Ariana, hello, my love. God, I was thinking about you this morning. I need to come over and talk to you. Welcome in, my love. So yes, I have got in touch. I've had several quotes done over the last month, and I think I found another company to do the solar system. All being well, it should happen in about 8 weeks from now, weather permitting, because in a week from now we're going to be in our winter, and I don't know how many installers are going to be keen to get up on my steep pitched roof in the middle of winter with the condensation and potential snow and things like that. So it really does depend a bit on the weather. But the great news is that I think I've found a different company to do the job. So if that all works out, at least we may not have solar for winter, but at least we will have solar for spring and summer, and that is fantastic. Ariana says, we're finally out of our winter. It's funny how our seasons are backwards. Yes, it really is. We have, yeah, I think I just said, didn't I? We're in the last week of autumn. Michelle, hello. Hello, hello, my love. Welcome in. Yes, Nicholas, Victorian solar panel rebate. With the first quote, the one that I accepted that didn't happen, I had to apply for all the rebates, and I actually got an email from Vic Solar just last week to say that my application for those rebates are about to expire. So once I have paid the deposit to this new company, I will then have to reapply for all the rebates, because it's going to be a different job with a different company. Potentially different solar panels will be getting used, going to be the same inverter and same batteries as listed on the original quote from the other company. After the end of May, yeah, that'd be my luck. Well, you never know. We've got a week. We might be able to just scrape it in. But yes, 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 yes. I'm just looking forward to getting it all over with, really, if I'm honest. This has dragged out way too long, way too long. What battery did you go for? All right, so in January, I think it was, I got two Sofar, so SOFAR batteries, and they were given to me. I was incredibly lucky. They were given to me. A friend of mine has a YouTube channel, and he got them and installed them for 6 months so he could do a video on it. His channel is dedicated solely to solar power, and so he installed them and used them for 6 months, and then at the end of the 6 months he did a review and did a video, and then after he did the video he decommissioned them and put them aside, and he didn't need them anymore. And then like a month later is when my solar system died, and when he heard I was getting a Sofar brand solar system put up, he said, well, I've got these two batteries and they are also Sofar brand. Come and get them. I want them out of my shed. So I was incredibly lucky. But they're, a German brand. They're meant to be very, very good. The reviews on them are great. And getting them for free is like, oh, because there's no way I could afford to buy batteries. Anyway, so yes, that's what's happening. We've got a puppy on the way in 3 or 4 weeks, and the new solar system part 2 is all coming up. And yeah, so it looks like we've got some exciting things happening, and potentially a greenhouse as well. So things are progressing. Things are in the pipeline. How exciting, Susan, says Nicholas. I know it is, isn't it? Michelle says, congratulations on your new edition. Woof, woof. I know. It's going to be so exciting having Jespar. Haven't had a puppy in the house for a very long time. I'm a little bit worried, hoping he's not going to be a chewer. My last dog, Gaia, she lived till she was, just a couple of weeks short of 18. A lot of energy coming very soon, says Ace. You're not wrong there. Yeah, I got her when she was a puppy, and I don't think she chewed anything. I don't remember her like chewing socks or corners of rugs or the legs of tables. And my Doberman didn't. My Kelpie Cross didn't. My Corgi did. My Corgi was a chewer. How's my favorite fountain going? It's not going at the moment, Nicholas. I need to plug it back in, which isn't hard to do, but it probably needs a bit of a clean now. The water's probably gone a bit. Ugh. Michelle says, Susan, you could have adopted me. Foraging says, Susan's very own solar system. How many planets will there be? Oh, look, at least 14, perhaps 16. We'll see. The existing, wouldn't it be great to actually have that many planets? But anyway, the old solar system, which is up there, currently has 16 panels. So there is, when they take those 16 panels down, there will be room for another row of 16. So I have said to put up a row of 16. Ariana says, oh, adopt me too. I want a sheep. So I can adopt you, and we've got sheep, so it all works well. Sailings channel. Hello, hello. Have I missed someone coming into the chat? I hope I haven't missed you. I do try and acknowledge everyone when they come in. Hello, Ariana says, hee hee. It's so good to have you here. Thank you, everyone. Rushing Wind. Hello, Ruby. Welcome in, my love. Welcome in. Well, I guess Brad. Hello, Brad is here as well. Brooke Trout is here. Hello, Sailing Cook. Sailing Cook, welcome in. So many people. So many people. It's lovely to see you. I'm Susan, if you don't know who I am, from High Country Homestead in the Alpine region of Victoria, Australia. Nicholas is in Melbourne. He is also in Victoria, Australia. Everyone's saying hello. That's wonderful to see. Anyway, now that we've caught up on a little bit of news, and of course there will be more news as we go on, but I think it's time we go and have a look at some animals. How are you, Brooke Trout? Are you well? Michelle says, make sure you hit the thumbs up. Oh, yes, thank you. Yeah, thank you. Yes, hit the thumbs up if you haven't already, if you're enjoying it. If you're not enjoying it, I suppose you don't need to, and that's quite okay too. Just don't hit a thumbs down. Don't hit a thumbs down. So today we're going to do something a little bit different. Of course, we're still going to be seeing the chickens. We're going to be seeing the sheep, albeit from a slight distance, and we're going to be going on our walk and doing all the usual things. But I'm going to feed the cows. And I don't think you've ever seen me feed the cows on a live before. Some of my videos from last year, from autumn and winter, you've probably seen me feed cows if you've ever watched any of the videos, but you've never seen me do it on a live. So we're going to feed the cows. Ariana says, I have to go, but I'll try and come back later. Thank you so much, Ariana. I love you so much. Thank you for being here, and I'll pop over and chat with you a bit later on. Nicholas says, I'm a grollo. Matt says they work great in the summer. What works great in the summer? What did I meet? What meet? What did I meet? What did I miss is what I meant to say. And I saw Matt. Thank you very much. Bye, Ariana. I'll see you again soon. Have a lovely evening. I did see, Matt, that you were manifesting a tractor for me. Thank you very much. I do appreciate the manifestation vibes. Brooke Trout says that is fantastic. Happy eating on that. All right. Shall we go? And when I hit the thumbs up, I was hitchhiking across the country to get to you, lol. Yes, quite right. Hitchhiking. You've got to stay safe when you're hitchhiking. Nicholas says, did you ask about Bruno? All right, so shall we go do this? Shall we go do this? Ugh. I do have my trusty dryzer bone, which I'll be putting on. Oh. Great fabric with dryzer bones. It is cotton, but it's sort of oiled cotton. So they're waterproof. And they have a lot of pockets. Oh, a lot of pockets. Oh. Oh, that is a long one. Nice, mate. We used to have a deer farm, and I didn't get the rest of it. It'll come back. How did the Anzac biscuits come out? Oh, look, my love, they didn't last long at all. I love Anzac biscuits, and they got eaten very quickly. Heart's Humble Homestead says, oh, wow, Trophy. That's sold now. That's sold now. You see, he's got pockets here. I mean, honestly, all dryzer bones have mega amounts of pockets. And pockets there and pockets there. And there's another one here and another one under there somewhere. And then there's more on the inside. And yeah, they're waterproof and they're warm and they're really great. Okay. What else do I need? Need the glasses. What do you call them? These, the jackets, is called a dryzer bone. So I think it is spelt D-R-I-Z-A. as one word, and then bone, B-O-N-E, dry as a bone. Right, so floppy, love it. Yeah, yeah, definitely outdoor wear for farmers and hikers and country folk, I guess. So what else do we need? Of course, you can't go on a walkabout without your battery pack, so we'll pop that in the pocket. And got my gloves because I'm going to need those. And now I just need my friends to come with me, don't I? Let us go along, my friends, and we'll start with some chickens, as we tend to do. And once we've got the chickens done, we can go and feed the cows. Wangaratta farm on 300 acres got sold too. Ah, you weren't tempted to move there, Nicholas. Wangaratta's not a bad spot. Out of the city, at least. Oh, I should show you. We're losing the leaves on the trees now. There's the weeping cherry. It was looking good. What's today? Tuesday, so Monday. Sunday, it was looking wonderful. And then Sunday night, Monday morning, it was very windy and it lost a lot of its leaves. But it's still looking quite good. Nicholas says live there was nice, but too far away from the city. Yeah, fair enough. Everything's looking... There's the smoke bush over there. Still got some leaves hanging on. But let us walk and we'll go and say hello to some chickens. Michelle says, Animal Lover, I subscribed. Oh, is Animal Lover here? Hello, dear. Welcome in. And Joy is still here. She says that looks beautiful. Neil is here. Neil is Ginger Nuts. Welcome in. Matt Lawton says, I was out all day and had to keep her. Oh, okay. I think Maria said, I think it said Maria, I just had a ginger nut. Hello, Maria, says Ginger Nuts. The heat was awful today. Oh, I tell you, I'm really worried about what our summer's going to be like. I really do. I mean, when you consider it's almost June. Now, here in the high country, and not every year, of course, but there are years when we have the log burner, not the stove in the kitchen, but the log burner in the lounge going from March. Okay, so I'll turn this way, you can see me a bit better. But we're almost in June and I've only lit it once. And I mean, we have had some rain, we've had some downpours, but nowhere near enough. I mean, this district is traditionally a very, very wet, damp, cold district at this time of year, and it's not. It's not, you know. I'm overheating dressed like this with a beanie on. So I'm thinking, well, if it's this hot and dry now, what's it going to be like in summer? Because the last couple of summers were quite scary, you know. Trying to get the battery pack out of my pocket without turning it off. So first thing I need to do is get, what day is it? Tuesday. My fermented grains for the chickens. Nicholas said Maria doesn't do OnlyFans. So this is a mixture. I'll show you the mixture. Oh, actually, maybe you can't see it. No, you can't really see it. Can you see that? Maybe. So there's sunflowers, there's millet, there's oats, there's wheat, there's crushed maize. So there's all sorts in there. And then by fermenting it, you get the nice probiotics, which is helpful for your chickens. And it also, it makes the seeds swell up. So I can put in like 400 grams of dry seed mix, let it ferment for 2 or 3 days. And by the time I have to feed it to them, it's swelled up and it's become 800 grams, for instance. So it means that your chickens are getting more for less, which really cuts back on your feed bills. I do have a video I did, oh God, it was like a year or two ago on fermenting chicken feed, and where I actually explained how it works a bit better and about the monetary savings as well as the health benefits for your chickens. So this is Tuesday's batch. I'll put it in there, and then once my hands are free, I'll come back and we'll go in and watch them. Hello, girls. Hello, hello. All right. Alrighty. Put that there. Let us go and watch some chickens. Does it go off, says Nicholas. Look, it can do. It can do, yes. If you left it to sit too long, it probably would. I generally in summer, I'll make a batch up and I'll let it sit for about 2 to 3 days. In winter, a normal winter and a normal autumn, which this isn't, I would make it up almost a week ahead, because usually it's so cold it takes longer to ferment. But this winter, or this autumn rather, that's not been the case. All right. There are the girls. We did have more, of course, but a fox took some, which is very unfortunate. Lol, drunk. Yeah. Yes, I'm sure that can happen too. Trophy says fermented grain is the original moonshine recipe. Yeah, well, exactly, isn't it? I mean, beer. Beer is fermented grain, really, isn't it? So there they are, my geriatric girls. It's funny that it was all the young ones that got taken. All the egg layers. Now, these ones will still lay a little bit in the spring. But they're all getting on a bit. Like these chickens are probably, I mean, the white ones would have to be at least 8 years old. And they still lay eggs, but they lay about every second week. Sorry, every second week? I meant every second day, sorry. Every second day. So they're still laying. They just slow down. Gimli? You know, I may have spotted Gimli this morning, Nicholas. I saw a fox in the paddock. Now it's either Gimli or her boyfriend. So hopefully I'll get a closer look. I was running around trying to get the binoculars. It was at a bit of a distance, and really I needed to see the fox's feet to know who it was for certain, because Gimli had black feet. And by the time I ran and got my binoculars and ran back to the window, the fox had gone, so I couldn't find out. Kirsty says, I didn't know what it was. OnlyFans, what in the world did I miss? So here's our chickens. And we got, look at that, 26 in the house and 26 thumbs up. It's absolutely equal. I don't think I've seen that before. Thank you, everyone who's here, and thank you for the thumbs up. Much appreciated. Stitched. So they're chewing away, having their brekkie. Someone's sneezing. I can hear someone sneezing. A chicken, I mean, not a person. Amanda says, Maria, shame, shame, we know your name. Oh, no, did you? I'm sorry to hear that, Trophy. Was it just old age? It does happen. What scraps do I feed them? Well, today I do have a quart of a cabbage, and they got some of it yesterday. So I've got it in the feed bin over there with the actual feed and the seed and whatnot. And then I'm sort of just pulling a few leaves off it every day and giving them that. They used to free range, but until I get this this fox issue sorted out, I just can't. I mean, I thought I'd sorted out the fox issue before, and then I let them out and I lost all my roosters and 5 hens. So clearly I was mistaken. No, she was only 3, but just sort of went off the feed and water and lost all her back feathers, fell off. Oh, no. That's no good. I'm sorry to hear that. Any ideas what it was? Oh, Ace, thank you. Ace has put up my fermented chicken feed link. Hello, Jason. Okies Eden is here. That is Jason. Has a wonderful gardening channel. You must check him out. I watch Jason sometimes in the evening with my daughter, and he's sort of, it's very inspiring, Jason, but also at the same time I look at it and think, oh my God, what you're doing is just so brilliant, and I can never do that, even though I probably can do that. But I think that I can't do that because you just do it so well. You do everything so well. Your garden is incredible. My garden's going to be incredible too. It's just I'm a bit behind. Oh, you've been picking cucumbers to pickle tomorrow. That sounds awesome. Hang on. Ginger Nut says, I Googled a recipe for, I'm sorry, does that say Persian sausage? Italian sausage. We'll never do that again. Oh, really? No good? Watch the others, Trophy, says Amanda. Did they need to be wormed, or do they have mites? You probably said, actually. I missed it. All right. Well. Oh. Chicken. I think we've done the chickens. Have we done the chickens? Should we go do some cows next? Honestly. There we go. Let's go do some cows. Goodbye, girls. I'll see you all a bit later and give you some cabbage. No. I tell you, even though there's a fox running around out here, they're still very keen to come out. I shall do that today. Thanks all, says Trophy. All right, suppose I better close the lid. Hang on a minute. Put that in there. Grab that. Put that down there. Put that down there. Now, here's some hay. Oh, no. So that's my blue sled down there that I drag the hay bales on so I don't have to carry them because they're quite heavy. But the rope's missing. Bloody Gimli. Gimli eats everything, and he's eaten the rope off my sled. Huh. Okay. Well, that's going to make life fun. I do have that one. We might have to use that one. It's just a bit shorter. It's always fun at Susan's. Yes. Isn't it just? All right. So I don't really have a table here where I can put the tripod down. So if I was to put you, we're going to have to do some, if I put you there, all right. Now take my battery pack out of my pocket, like that. So what I'm going to do, if you're all happy to bear with me for a minute, I am going to get a hay bale, start with a hay bale, drag it over, and then we're going to call the cows and get them eating. So just chat amongst yourself for about 30 seconds. I'll be right back. I'm getting there. All right. I'm coming. I'm coming. So I'm using the other sled. The other sled has a very short little rope on it. So I'm using this to help drag it. You see? A homemade device made for hooking into the bales. And so if the bales are sort of up over your head and you can't quite reach them, these little hooks hook in and then you can pull it down. So they're the hooks for going into the bales, and that's the handle. And in this particular instance, it's really handy for an extension on the handle of my sled. So give me a moment. Now I'm going to have to leave you there while I just put the hay out, and then I'll be back. Uh-oh, that hurt me. Here they come. Bonjour, Dot. Bonjour, Coco. Calm down. All right. First one done. I'm going to give them one more, and then we'll go in and you can see them a bit closer. I want a buffalo. Who was it that said that? shit going everywhere. Alright, I've got it. I'm on my way with the next one. Michelle says I need some milk for bedtime snack. Oh, I love milk. I love dairy. Love milk. Love cream. Love butter. Love yogurt. Love ice cream. Cheese. Oh, don't get me started on cheese. Oh, yummy. You would. Stay on. This is why I don't normally use this sled. It's very short. Right. Radio. Just bopped him on the nose. Alrighty. Okay. Well, that's their first course for the day. I'll be back with you in just a moment. Okay. I'm back. So let me put the battery pack in my pocket. And then I'll adjust my hat because it's all over the place now. Put that there, put my gloves in there. Ah, discovering nature. Tiffany and Brian, welcome. No, it's not Tiffany and Brian. I'm sorry. Discovering nature, welcome in. How are you? Discovering nature, I think, is in Sydney. There's Ernie. Sleep in the bath mat. You'll be right. Says Maria. Hello, Clayton. Welcome in. Ah, dear. Ernie's having a piddle. I was so hot, says Matt. I couldn't think. I had no idea I was going to. Oh, you're going, Brooke Trout? Thank you so much for coming in, Brooke. I hope you have a lovely evening. I think you have a early start to work, don't you? So you have a good day at work tomorrow. Oh, is Steve here? Welcome in, Steve. You may have come in while I was feeding the cows. So if you did and you are here, welcome in. Oh, this might be little calves. There's the other two. Hello, darling. So that's Domino. That one there is Clover, the little girl. And you can see there's another calf just behind Domino, a little, oh, well, it's not that little, but another white one. And that is White Thunder. That one there with the white blaze on its forehead, that is Penguin. This one here is Pickles. Everyone picked the name Pickles. It went to a vote on YouTube last year and everyone decided on Pickles. That's Oreo. That is Phoenix. I think that's Phoenix. That's Blaze. That is Fiona. And that lady there is Storm. I think I've got everyone correct. And Panda, because I know a lot of you are always very interested in Panda, the naughty little chap. And can't get a good view of him at the moment, but that's Panda there, the black. Jamaica Sunshine, hello, hello, welcome in. My name is Susan and I am in the high country, the alpine region, in fact, of Victoria, Australia. Kirsty says, I love Dot and Ernie. Yeah, they're lovely. They're all lovely. We are very lucky in some respects that it is a warmish autumn. I mean, you can see the grass is still growing and we didn't get a lot of hay, as you know. Hey, Ernie, because of the drought, but I'm not having to feed them as much as I normally would have to at this time of year because the grass is still growing. So we can just hang here for a little bit. I love Thunderhoof. Yes, I wonder where Thunderhoof is. That might be Thunderhoof. I think that's Thunderhoof back there. Oh, she talks to bovines. Yes, I do indeed. Hello, my children. So if everyone's happy to stay, we can just hang here for a little bit and just watch them eat. They are cute, aren't they? They're big, but cute. Amanda says, I have had cows answer me. Yeah, they tend to. I mean, when I call them and they're in another part of the paddock, they will answer me. Oh, thank you so much. Right. Thank you, Coco. Thank you, Michelle. They are. So the three little calves are, oh, let me see. The first one I think was born in December. I think two of them were in December. One was January. Now, behave. How are you, Steve? How's Brutus? The cow can smile too. Yeah, they probably can. I reckon they probably can. Amanda says, Grandma had Australian Shepherds that were trained and I used to command to entertain myself in the ranch. Oh, cool. That sounds good. She'd go get the cows. Yeah, I hope so, Michelle. It was so hard picking. You know, like we had the last two. We had it down to two. And they were both beautiful, you know, really stunning dogs to look at. And one of them was slightly darker and it was very, very playful and chewed a lot. And then the other one was far more sedate and he was happy to sort of come up for scratches and then he'd crawl into your lap and he'd just stare up into your eyes and just stare at you for like 5 or 10 minutes. And you'd think he'd actually gone to sleep with his eyes open and he'd just stare at you. And then I gave him to my daughter and he did the same thing and just stared at her. And so in the end, that was the dog that we went for, the quieter one. It's probably all a ruse, so we'll get him home, of course, and he'll be anything but quiet. Hello, Louie. Welcome in, my friend. It's so good to see you. I hope you're well. We've been feeding cows this morning. 35. Oh, wow. That's awesome. 35 thumbs up. Thank you, everyone who has given a thumbs up. That is much appreciated. Hello, Ernie. There's Ernie. These three always hang around together. Ernie and Dot, who is the brown jersey, and then the black one is Coco, who is Dot's very much adult child. I think Dot, this black one here, is like 4 or 5 now. And both Dot and Coco were supposed to be in calf, but clearly didn't happen. Pardon me. I do apologize. It's all the dust. No, baby. It's okay. Can you hear the chewing? It's such a great sound, like this is silence and chewing. Oh, Maria, I'll make you a mod at the end of the live. I don't dare do it while I'm actually on the live, my love. As you know, I have no technical ability and fat fingers. And it's not a good combination. If I try and make you a mod now, Maria, I'll probably just block you for like 2 hours or something. But after the live, I'll go in. And so next time, you can be a mod. They're eating their cereal, says Amanda. And Matt said something. Hang on, let me try and get it back. Susan, yes, at the end, and then she can't get to me. Yeah. Oh, but she'll get you next time, Matt. Maria will get you next time. So I think that's Clover, the little calf, right there in front of you. Hay and straw always gets to me too, yeah. Oh, did you hear that? Oh, be careful, little one. You're going to get zapped by the fence. Hey, Brian, welcome in. Good to see you. How did you enjoy your scallops? Oh, I must say, Brian, those scallops look so nice. They look so good. I love scallops. I love all seafood, actually. I love calamari, and I love fish, and I love lobster, and all those things that are really expensive and a little bit hard to get out here. They were pretty good. Sheesh, says High Plains Camper Steve. Oh, yeah, seafood's awesome. It's very good for you. All those omega-3s, all those good fats. Seafood overload. And Matt says, I'm losing the plot. Hey, Pickles. Maria says, lost, Matt. I think you meant lost. Discovering nature, sending up hearts and cows. I think Matt's essentially agreeing with Maria there. He also thinks he's lost. Poor love. Poor love. Michelle says, clams, crab legs, salmon, mussel. Stop me, Susan. Seafood overload. Oh, I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you. The hay is making me hungry. Now, I mean, if you guys are bored, we can continue on the walk, but I just thought you might want to watch them for a little bit. But you let me know. We'll still go on a walk, but we'll just watch them eating first. Hello, Fiona. We love fish, but the crustaceans, oh, I love them too. I can always talk to the cows. They will always listen, says Matt. Well, that is true. That is true. They will always listen to you. Discovering Nature says, I've just had my breakfast, but now I'm feeling hungry. Oh, seafood run. Yeah, that'd be handy. Hello, Oreo. That's Oreo with the black head. Yeah, we call them prawns over here, but we call them shrimp as well. So it's sort of, 50% of the population say prawns and the other 50% say shrimp. There's the naughty panda. Almost everyone's favourite. There he is. That one there, the naughty panda. See, he's hiding now. He's going, oh my God, they're all talking about me. Save me, save me. Prawns, says Matt. Oh, I wonder what I'm having for dinner tonight. Oh, I'm having hot dogs. I've got some cheese Krankskis in the fridge. But I'll need to make some more hot dog rolls. Although I don't have to have them in a hot dog, I suppose. But I do have cheese Krankskis in the fridge, so... High Plains Camp says, Brian, tell Tiffany... Good job today. Only 6 minutes behind. Brian says 100% grass-fed beef is the way to go. I like Susan said, good omega-3 fatty acids. When they are grain-fed, you get omega-6, which isn't really good for you. Oh, yes, Ginger Nuts. Go on, give us your joke. Hot dogs, yummy with... Oh. Matt says I need to get some goat's milk. Cows are tasty. Yes, they are. They are. Michelle says hot dogs. Yes. And Brian says I will. Tiff did pretty good keeping up today. I must have missed that. I did look to see who was live, but it didn't come up. Unless, of course, it was when I had a shower. I did have a shower this morning, so maybe the live was when I was having my shower. But I did check. What's worse than lobsters on a piano? Yes. Go on. What is worse than lobsters on a piano? And Michelle is asking, what do you like on your hot dogs? Is that what you mean? Now, if I'm having like a Krankski, like, a gourmet sausage, I do have jars of caramelized onion. Usually once a year, I'll make a big batch of caramelized onion. And it sits on the pantry shelf, and once I open a jar, I put that jar in the fridge. So my hot dog, if I have a hot dog with it, will have caramelized onion with it. I'll put grated cheese. Yeah, maybe just caramelized onion and grated cheese. And tomato ketchup, of course. You've got to have tomato ketchup. Or brown sauce. Sauce of choice. Oh, and jalapenos. I'll probably put some of them in too. Not a lot, like just a tiny, tiny bit, but a bit. Brian says, I prefer chili cheese, onion ketchup, or one with kraut and mustard. Oh, Michelle says, well, you Stig, Susan, lol, only kidding, love you. What do you have in yours, Michelle? Tell me. I want to know, what does everyone have in their hot dogs? Inspire me. That's a chili dog. We're talking about hot dogs. Oh, wow, 40. That's awesome. Everyone who's hit the thumbs up, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. We're just sitting here watching the cows as they eat and gallivant around. I've already had one sneeze on me. That wasn't very pleasant at all. Not very pleasant. Yes. I hear you, Coco. You know I'm talking about you. Steve says, Susan, I'm accepting cow donations. Need to make a new batch of jerky. I know. I do too. But I'm hoping to do some venison jerky sometime in the next bit of venison that comes my way, which hopefully won't be too long. I will be making jerky out of it in copious quantities. Copious. Oh, well done, Blaze. I do like jerky. All right, so hang on. Brown mustard, no bread or ketchup. No bread? So really, you're just having a sausage on a plate, Michelle? Let me just catch up with the chat. With chili, it's a proper hot dog. Yes, yes. Brian says, I love any dog cooked over a campfire. One of my faves. Yeah, I know. Ketchup and onions, definitely. Oh, Susan, the cows are listening. That's why I said venison, Matt. Well, we get all types of jerky here, even buffalo. Never tried that, Brian. Shower part 2. Amanda says, I do like ketchup on my hot dogs sometimes. Yeah, you got to be in the mood. I mean, sometimes I think I'm going to put, tomato ketchup with caramelized onion and grated cheese. And then on the day, I might sit there and go, no, I want something a bit different. Oh, having hot dogs next week, says Amanda. Ginger Nuts is saying to Matt, I hope you have a friend that doesn't mind scratching. Any type of hot dog, says Brian. No bread, I watch carbs, maybe one bread. Okay. So do you do keto, Michelle? Baseball games for hot dogs. We don't really have baseball over here much. I know when I have a movie night, it's popcorn. And more recently, it was chocolate truffles, because I made chocolate truffles on my live last Saturday. Oh, oops. Sorry. I got my sleeve caught. No keto. Okay. Discovering Nature says, anyway, Susan, they're all beautiful cows. They are. Thank you. Yes, I love popcorn too. And those truffles looked awesome. They were, weren't they? They were awesome. They tasted really good. I've got to make another batch now. It's been a long time since we'd actually had chocolate truffles, and so we sort of whipped through them fairly quickly. Hey Oreo, that's Oreo. Buttery popcorn or cheddar cheese popcorn, either or. But you know, another thing I have done is I have diced up some bacon, and I fry the bacon up in a pan, and then I put some popcorn in, just sort of once, and you put some spices in it as well. And then you put your popcorn in the pan, just give it a really quick shuffle around and a mix, not too much, and yeah, get all those lovely bacony, buttery flavors. Now, children. Oreo, that wasn't very polite. Oh, little one. Hey, Clover. That was little Clover there, right in front, who just mooed. Oh, chocolate covered popcorn. Yes, that does sound very bad. Very bad. Bacon popcorn, yeah, give it a go. Maybe I should do that on a live one day. I mean, it's not worth doing a video on because it doesn't take long to do it all, but you know, we could do that. We could do that. Ernie, you were going to get zapped by the fence. Ernie. There's Ernie. Ernie, 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 Ernie. He's not listening to me. There we go. He's my big boy. He's my boy. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Oh, you're going ginger nuts? You have a lovely evening, Neil. Thank you so much for being here. Much appreciated. He is handsome, isn't he? There's Coco. She's down there. She's going to sneeze again. So I'm glad I'm here. Well, can you hear all the chewing? Oh, Maria's threatening to zap Matt when he's mean. Oh, Maria, Matt would never be mean. Would you, Matt? Matt says it's been hot, so I'm a bit stupid. You need an icy pole, Matt. An ice lolly. Well, here's the naughty panda again. Hello, Lara. Welcome in, my friend. It's so good to see you. I'm Susan, and we are in the Alpine region of Victoria, Australia. It is Tuesday here. It's my farm walk and talk day, and we have had a bit of a talk. Oi! Okay. Yes, we've had a bit of a talk, and we have looked at the chickens, and we fed the chickens, and now we're feeding the cows. And once we've done that, we're going to go for a bit of a walk and have a look at our mountain views. I hope you are well. I am well. I hope you are also. Everyone is saying hello to Lara. We have a very nice group of people here, Lara. Everyone is so nice. Oh, Ace is putting up links. She's putting up links to my Buy Me a Coffee, which is where I post my writing. So if anyone ever wants to read my stories, they're not long. They're like 800 words, 750 words. So just takes a moment or two to read them. All sort of various homesteading type things. Some of them are really funny. Some of them are a bit more educational. But for the most part, they're funny. And it's free to go look. You don't have to pay. It's just a free thing. So go and have a look and have a read and hopefully really enjoy them. Because that's why I post them, so people can enjoy them. Is everyone enjoying watching the cows still, or shall we go for a walk? Hello, Granny. Welcome in. Granny's Southern Corner is here. What do you want to do, folks? You can dictate the terms. Do we want to go for a walk, or do we want to stay here and keep watching the cows? I'm happy to go for a walk. We can go up and have a look at the view, see the mountains. Cows, says Matt. Let's walk, says Matt. I say you decide, Susan. Okay. So Brian's put it on me, which is very good of him. And Matt says, let's walk. So does anyone else want to have any votes? Cows or walking? Walking or cows? Oh. All right. Well, Matt said let's walk. So let's walk. Let us do this. There's the woodshed. Very exciting. Get your votes in now, please. Well, I mean, we can always come back to the cows. It's not like we're not going to see the cows again, because we will. No entry. And it does say smile. So I hope you're all smiling after watching the cows. Walking, walking, says Amanda. Oh, wow, a woodshed. Yes, indeed. It is a woodshed. Very scruffy looking woodshed, but it is a woodshed. Oh, there we go. There's some sheep over there in the other paddock. Don't worry, girls. You will get fed a bit later. Amanda! All right, and there's the little milking shed. Lara says the cows want to come too. Yeah, they do. Well, they can. They generally do, but they're a little bit distracted now. Amanda says, I'm so sorry, I couldn't help it. Yeah, look, that's okay. I think, Amanda, you and I have very similar sense of humour, I reckon. So it's all good. I get you. It's all good. Alrighty. Let's walk up here a little way. Oh, look. Thank you, Ace. Some nice old trees. Matt says you have to have a laugh. Yeah, you do. I mean, what's the point of life if you can't have a laugh? I think in life, it's important that you learn stuff. I think every day I learn something. And every day you've got to have a laugh. I'm not sure if I'm going to go all the way up to the top hay shed. Last week, we went through the top paddock. Man, that was a long walk last week. So up past the cypresses there is another paddock, and you can just see my top hay shed. And we walked in there and we went all the way up and tried to have a look at the mountains. But I'm not doing it today. But we can look at that. Ace says, I think we all need to go to the woodshed. It is pretty. Some days, I mean, I slept well. I had a good sleep, but some days you just wake up a bit on the tired side, and today I'm feeling a bit on the tired side. I don't know why, because I had a really good sleep. And, but yeah, that's the painting someone needs to paint. It is, isn't it? It really is. My mother would have painted it if she'd been alive. Oh, Brian. Yeah. Yeah, that's something to learn. It looks like we're going to get rain. But, you know, on the weekend, it also looked like we were going to get rain, and we never did. Where are we going now? I need to bleach my brain, said Matt. What a frightening thought. No, I really don't think you do. I don't think you do, Matt. I don't think that's a good idea at all. We'll climb up here a little bit higher. I can at least show people who haven't been here before the top hay shed from this angle. Oh, there's a few bones scattered around. What is that? What is that? What is that? Look at that, folks. Duh, 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 duh. Steve, are you still here? I've got a friend for Brutus. Make it clean. Let's go. Yeah, let's. So there's some teeth. Oh, the little fangs are missing. So those holes there are where the teeth should be. I wonder if the teeth are still around here. So that is a wombat skull. Screenshot it, please. I wonder if I can find the teeth. Because it's really good if you can get one with the fangs, like the two front teeth. I mean, they're amazing. The two front teeth are like, you know, well over an inch in length. No, that's not one. But yeah, I'll keep that. I could do some weird craft with it, couldn't I? A demon. They are very strange skulls, like the shape. There's the cypress hedge. Oh my God, I think I'm going to sneeze. that hay. So that's the back of my hay shed, folks, for anyone who hasn't been here before. And all the property you can see on the other side of the hay shed, well, that's mine as well. Making sure I don't step in a hole or in a poo. Don't like stepping in poos either. Great skull, isn't it? Yeah, I like it. Hello, Jamie. Down the road is here. Welcome in, Jamie. Good to see you. We've been feeding cows and feeding chickens, and now we're just having a look at the hay shed, the top hay shed. And a pretty cool skull. Let me put it down on the ground and show you. It's just such a shame it's missing. That's it there. Almost looks like an alien, doesn't it? It is missing its fangs, so normally out the front at the bottom here would be two really, really long tusks coming out. And those bits there, they're the eye sockets. But I'm going to keep that. And now we're having a look at the view. Look at that awesome view. Can't believe there's already thistles coming up. It's just so warm. I mean, it's cold, but for the time of year, it's warm. I think it's going to be a big thistle season coming up, unfortunately. So, are you well, Jamie? I wonder where I can put this skull. It is going to be rather difficult to carry. I've got my gloves in one pocket. What? Nicholas got blocked? What do you mean you got blocked? I can see you. I can see you, Nicholas. I don't think you're blocked. I haven't blocked you. You hear the parrots. There's the cows over there continuing their feed. Is Nicholas still there? Surely I didn't block him. No, I couldn't have blocked him. No. Nicholas, do you mean that you got blocked on my channel or your channel got blocked? No, Susan, not you. It must have been a glitch. Okay. Because I can see you, Nicholas. And I think if you were blocked, I wouldn't be able to see you. Oh, bugger. I thought I'd found an antler. But I haven't. Now that'd be exciting. Finding an antler. I have a few inside. Oh, yes. Well, I think I would have said that word as well, Nicholas, and probably quite a few others also. I think if you managed to keep it down to one word, you did remarkably well. Oh, now I'm wearing my gumboots today too, because last week I was wearing my steel-capped work boots, which I've had for many, many years, probably way too many years. And my feet got wet. They've developed a leak, all three. And my feet got very wet, and it was fairly uncomfortable by the end of the live. So I thought I'll try wearing my gum boots, but I'm not really enjoying wearing my gum boots either, if I'm honest. Down the road says, I got a second channel, Susan. I had it for a while, getting it going again. Ah, okay. Marie says, oh no, Nick, I'm surprised I've not been blocked too, to be fair. Amanda says, if I did it, it was my chubby fingers. Never Maria. Matt says, Nick, I've never done that. I didn't know that was a thing. Mods can't block mods. Oh, really? There you go. I didn't know that. See, I've learned something. Didn't I say every day I learn something new? And there you go. I've learned something. We have all learned something from Ace. Wow, look at that sky. Looking dark. Nobody here did it. That is clear, says Matt to Nicholas. Well, that's good. I'd hate to think that that would be the case, because we are a lovely bunch of people. Oh, what a lovely bunch of coconuts. Everyone just sitting in a row. Big one, small one, some as big as your head. Yes, you must learn something every day. That's quite true. I need to find somewhere to put this skull. I'm just sort of like walking around carrying a random skull with me, as you do. As you do. Can she do it? Yes, she can. Thank you, Jamie. It is. Susan, get some yabbies. I don't know if it's quite, I'd have to check, Nicholas. I don't know if it's quite the right season for yabbies, because it is getting colder, and I know there is a season. It wasn't winter, it might have been autumn, but earlier autumn. I'll look it up, Nicholas, and see when the yabby catching season is. Not because there's a season as in, you can only, they only tend to come to the surface at certain times of year. They're easier to catch. Let's go have a look at this wombat hole, because I'm sure there's a few people here who've never seen one before. There we go. Hello there. Hello. Welcome in. Good evening. Hi, Country Homestead. Hello. Let me just put this down while you all sit there looking at a bone. Oh, Kenneth. How are you, Ken? Lovely to see you here. What are yabbies? Yabbies are like freshwater crayfish, I guess. They're little. They're not it could be bigger. They'd be bigger than my hand. But yeah, they're really nice. They grow in like around the edge of dams and water holes and things like this. Oh, crawdads. Yes, that's right, because we worked out that there was another name for them, didn't we? Yes, crawdads is probably your version of the same thing. And look, we found a bone. Isn't it exciting? But yes, I was showing you the wombat hole. So that's probably about 1 meter deep, probably more than 1 meter deep. And then it probably has tunnels going off all over the place like fingers. Probably goes all the way over there and under the driveway and up the other side. But yeah, so here we are, having a play in the paddocks. And the cows are Susan, mail me the, hang on. Mail me that skull so I can prank all of Oklahoma. What would you do with it, Amanda? Tell me the prank. Yabby, Susan, please explain. Lol, I can't describe. Yeah, so a little fresh water, like a little mini lobster. Or yeah, a little mini lobster. So they've got two claws. Oh, hang on, you can't see. They got two sort of claws, and there's sort of a dark grey with a bit of black and a bit of blue. They're not sort of like orange like a lobster, but they're yummy. Maria, do you remember the wombles? Oh my God! Wombles of Wimbledon, wombling free. The wombles of Wimbledon, common are we. See, every time I hear a line, there's a song in it. Oh dear, I don't think that tree's going to last much longer. Yeah, it's breaking. Yeah, it's splitting at the trunk. Sing it, Susan, sing it. Honestly, Jamie, that's really the only bit I can remember. That is a long time ago, love. Long time ago. My blessed, beautiful Susan, I hope you have a wonderful week with super something out there. Whoops, and now I've lost it. And the only way I can get it back is to put this skull down. Hang on. Let's see if I can get it back. Oh, super careful out there with the snow, love. Oh, look, if it snows, honey. Hope it does at some point. God bless you and your amazing family too. Thank you so much, Michelle. You also, I hope you have a really lovely evening and a good sleep and have a wonderful day and a wonderful week ahead. And we'll see you soon. Reminds me of Laurie, was it? Not that whole foraging. All right, let's keep walking down here. Walking. Got 21 in the house and 44 likes. That's awesome. But there's some more autumn color there. So beautiful, the mountains. I know, I'm so blessed. I really am. It's a lovely spot. So much peace and tranquility. So we were all the way up the top there. We're walking down here. You see the grass is still growing there on the other side of the fence. It's just not getting eaten down. There's the lovely silver birch. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Yes, indeed, I do remember that. Oh, we've got some fascinating red mushrooms over there. We'll go have a look at those. But I'm not climbing through the fence. You all know I've done that before. I forget that the electric fence is on and you scoot through. Woo! Not nice. Not nice at all. Yeah. Does some interesting things to your system. Oh, look. Can you see there's like a robin redbreast? Can you see it on the fence? If I get any closer, it might fly away. In Australia, they're called a scarlet robin. Did you see it? It's on the grass now. It's flittering around. Maybe if I walk out this way more. What a place to park a camper. Yeah, I was watching a video this morning of Steve's. I don't know if we're going to be able to get very close to this scarlet robin. Can you see it on the fence? It's on the top rung of the wire. Oh, it's gone off into the other paddock now. Yeah, so I was watching Steve this morning on his latest video. I was actually watching it on the TV the other night. But you can't leave comments on the TV, so I went back in this morning and left a few comments. And a few cow emojis. Because at one point there he was talking about cows, so I had to leave cow emojis as well. As you do. Look out for the yowies. Yes, indeed. Well, I mean, look at this. We are in yowie country, folks. And Ned Kelly country too. Ned Kelly and yowie country. All right, so what I might do is put our fantastic bone up here. And you know, look, if Steve has a Brutus, we've got to give this thing a name, don't we? Look at this. What should we call that? If we were going to name it something, just like Steve has Brutus, what would we name it? Penelope? She won't see my camper. Penelope? We're going with Penelope. Paisley. Tooth. Well, actually, it's missing its teeth, so we could call it Toothless. Gunther. Brutus. Another Brutus. Well, we can't have another Brutus. Everyone would get very confused. Ace says Jasper Chutoy. All right, let me just put Cornelius. Oh, Scully, Sally. Tooth, like oh, okay. Yes. Toth, I think. Jamie. I don't know. Bunnings sausage is always good. Okay. We could call it Bunnings sausage. In a strange way, I'm sort of liking Penelope. But there was another suggestion there that I quite liked as well. Oh, look, there's another weird and wonderful mushroom. It looks like something we wouldn't want to eat. We'll go through. Oh, my article should have come out in the newspaper. Oh, no, it comes out tomorrow. And it's actually on mushrooms. Not edible ones. The red ones with the white spots. And then in a couple of weeks, here we go. I'll put it up on Buy Me a Coffee. You know, there were some good name suggestions there. Oh, after the live, I'll go through and work out which one. Say, save me a wombat. I don't think they are. No. Well, no, they're not really, Brian. I mean, if you go back through history, they were used. You know, witches tended to use them a lot, and I was writing about that in the article, in the story, about how they were used to make flying ointments. And I can remember my grandmother telling me that when I was little, and I mean little. And I had this vision, okay, of when she said, here we go, when she was talking about flying ointments. And I was like visualizing something a bit like, you know, for those of you who have seen Harry Potter, you know, when they're playing Quidditch and they have the golden snitch, which is a little ball with wings that flies around And Harry, who was the seeker, it was his job in the game of Quidditch to catch the golden snitch. So I always sort of thought of flying ointments, something similar to that. As a small child, I was visualizing jars of ointment flying through the air with wings. Whereas now, of course, I realize as an adult, what she actually meant was you take this stuff and you start to hallucinate, and it makes you think that you've been flying. So that's why it was called flying ointment, because it was to help make people fly. All right, let us have a look at these incredible mushrooms. And I'll put our bone down there as well and turn you around. All right. So there's our freaky looking bone. And there are some freaky looking mushrooms. Well, they're not that freaky. They're very pretty, actually. See, there's always something on High Country Homestead. Look at that. What a picture that makes. Hey, Maria, I'm glad you're still here. Not freaky, says Brian. Well, that's good. Lots of green hearts. Oh, look, there's another big mushroom there and a little one coming up right about there, look. Shh, she's here. Yeah, they're pretty, aren't they? I think they're pretty. And then there's this, who at least on a temporary basis we're going to call Penelope. Bill. Oh no, it says lol. I thought it said Bill. There's another one coming up, another mushroom. There were heaps of them here the other day. That one's sort of getting on a bit. Hey, Chef Sippy, welcome in, my love. Good to see you. We have had such an exciting morning. There's that one. And then there's some more coming up over here. Oh, wow. Look at that. Aren't they beautiful? They really are. So how are you, Chef Sibby? Are you well, my love? Let me put our new find up here and we'll get through this gate. Oh, no. There we go. Thought I'd got the gate stuck then. But we're through, and that's the main thing. Brian says they are beautiful. They are beautiful. Gloriously beautiful there, Susan. It is. It is. So now it's just you and me and Penelope. Maria says, Matt and Amanda, have you seen the moon? There's no hiding now, says Amanda. Nope, no hiding now. All these trees are splitting. Yabby catching would be cool, Susan. Yeah, it would be. You're right. Leave it with me, Nicholas. I'll find out when the right season is for catching them. And if it's not sort of any time soon, well, I'll just have to mark it on the calendar for next time. The bloody wombats. I keep putting big pieces of wood in and they just push them out. I have filled that in so many times. Amanda, I meant Kirsty, sorry, says Maria. All right, let's keep walking. Oh. Walking, walking, walking. There's the sheep over here. See the sheepies? Matt Lawton says, I can't see what the moon, you can't see the moon. Oh, you got cloud cover. Moxie Man! He says, I had no clue how big they made the holes. Oh yeah, no, they're massive. How are you, Moxie Man? And look, we found a skull too. That's like a baby wombat skull, I suppose. Where's the lake? Ah, Nicholas. You remember the lake, do you? Well, the lake's sort of up there and then down there. It's in the bush on that side there. We might go and have a wander and have a look at the lake one day. I'll check it out. Here's the latest wombat hole that I filled in, and a rabbit hole. My life seems to consist with filling in holes, lots of holes. We have 24 in the house and 47 likes. Thank you everyone who is here. We're having a good day today, aren't we? And I think watching the cows was good fun. You get to see all their strange little personalities come out. Oh, you're going, Chef Civvy? Well, thank you for coming in. I do appreciate it. I hope you have a lovely evening. And I hope you sleep well, and I hope you have a lovely week. It's always a good day, says Brian. That's right, it is. Each day is fresh with no mistakes. Look at those lovely autumn colours. Reminds me of the horse farm I was on for a while, says Moxie Man. Matt says it's okay, Maria. You can explain how it looks. So Moxie Man, we've had a wonderful walk. We started with a chat, and then we fed the chickens, and then we fed the cows. Now that was good fun. A lot of people here had never seen me do the cows before, not feed them anyway. And there's our thumbnail, but with a different sky. Oh, Joy. Thank you, Joy, for being here. I do appreciate it very much. I hope you sleep well, my love. Isn't it pretty? Have a wonderful week, Joy, and stay safe. Ah, right, let us go sit. And then I can catch up with the chat. There's another skull. It's a deer complete with antlers that I came across on one of my walks around the property many years ago now. And it just sits there. So we'll put you there, and we'll put our strange bone down somewhere. I'll clean it up. Maybe whenever I do a video, as opposed to a live, but maybe a video, I can just sort of like have it there somewhere. Right. Wasn't that fun? You have fun? I had fun. I thought that was fantastic. But I am a bit out of breath. I don't know why I'm out of breath today. You have so many friends for Brutus there. He's watching. I know. We do. We have lots of Brutus friends. Amanda says, is Brutus excited, Steve? I'm sure Brutus would be. That'd be funny, wouldn't it, Steve? We could do a split screen live, and it would be like me doing voices for Penelope and you doing voices for Brutus. And go, hello, how are you today? Just one of those weird, crazy things that I think of from time to time. Probably not a good idea in reality, but still, isn't it a weird looking thing? Anyway, enough about that. More about you. Let me catch up with the chat. Yes, indeed. Brutus did find a friend. Good to have a rest, Susan, says Discovering Nature. It certainly is. I don't know why I'm so out of breath today. Some days I am. Yes, when you all talk, yeah, and bobbing up and down. Yeah, true. I'll blame it on that. Can't type, says Amanda. That's okay. Oh, Brutus is so happy. Thank you, Susan. That would be rather funny, wouldn't it? Because I could do a campfire as well. It's just that your nighttime would be my morning and vice versa. Something to think about, though. Hey. Well, it looks like the phone's gone fuzzy again. I must have dirty fingers. Brian says, I'm waiting for that wedding ceremony, Steve. Oh, between Brutus and Penelope. The birds are too. That's the parrots. Yes. I'm sure we can manage something if we think about it. You're sending it to Steve, says Amanda. I haven't decided that I'm sending it to anyone yet, Amanda. But look, either way, there will be more of them. And this one's missing its teeth. Like it should have, like right here and here, there should be two really big long fangs that probably come out to here. And they're not there. So no, we're reconnecting. We're back. Sheep's head. This one's wombat, I think, Nicholas. But yeah, we can get some weird skulls. Mail order bride. Yeah. Wombats. Steve has a smiley face bone for Brutus, and he called it. Hang on. Oh, okay. Shall we go out the front and have a look at the view? Could you make some teeth? I probably could. But, you know, every now and again I do find wombat skulls, especially when I go walking in the bush. Like you guys have never walked in the actual bush with me. And you find all sorts of things there. You find deer carcasses and kangaroo carcasses and wallabies and wombats and all sorts, you know. I was thinking, because the problem is I don't know if I could get reception down there. Even up here and in the paddocks, it can be a little bit problematic, as you just saw, because we just disconnected and reconnected. But I'm thinking if I have time, that next week I might just go for a bit of a wander as a pop-up live, and I'll like schedule it like 5 minutes or 10 minutes before I'm going to do it and say we're just testing the reception. So it could be one of those lives where it only works for a minute, or it might work for the entire time. And what I want to do is walk one of the tracks, and there's a track that goes from here and it goes past the big lake that Nicholas is asking for me to show. And then it goes around and loops back up with the driveway. So, and I have been wanting to take you guys on that walk, but I don't know if I'd get reception there. So next week, I think the only way we're going to find out is to actually do it and see if it works. So next week, if I've got time, we might go for a walk and we'll see if it works. And it may work, it may not. Only one way to find out, hey. So yes, I'll do that in the next week or two, and we'll go for a wander and see what happens. But let us go out the front and have a look at the view. Yes, absolutely. It would be great if it did, because it's such a fascinating track. I did a video, oh God, I couldn't even tell you what it was called. It was something like 17 years after there was a bushfire, and it was like 17 years after the bushfire, and looking how nature had rejuvenated. And it was a picture of me in this dry as a bone walking down the track. That was the thumbnail picture. No idea what it was called, but that is the track. And within that track, there is a big lake, and that is the track and the lake that Nick is talking about. And that is the track that I will try and walk on next week as a pop-up live and just see if it works, basically. It may not do. Ah, okay, I did wonder where that cup had gone. Let's look at the view. Because you're not here to look at me, are you? You're here to look at the view. There we go. Woohoo! Getting darker. Let me see what the chat is saying. Oh God, what have I done? Okay, no, I haven't done anything. It's all good. Brian says, we tend to stay away from carcasses here. That means bear activity in Montana, or wolves. Oh, yes, of course. Well, luckily we don't have either here, so we're lucky. Amanda says, I have a funny tree branch, doohickey. I will post it. Are you wanting to trade doohickey for Penelope? Anyway, they probably wouldn't allow it into the country. They're very careful about biosecurity and things. Hey, Farmel and Fords, welcome in. Welcome in. How are you? Oh, that's the one, 17. You see, it was called 17 years later. Yeah, Nature's Comeback. Yes, yes, yes. Nature's Comeback. That was it. But yeah, it's a beautiful track. And we just go for a walk, and there's a big, big lake, which Nicholas can obviously remember. It's a lovely spot. And this is a lovely spot. Look at that. Hearts, you're so fast, says Ace. Oh, she is, isn't she? But you both are. You're both brilliant. I mean, aren't they, everyone? Ace and Kirsty are just brilliant. Looks like it's raining over there. Way, way off in the distance. Awesome land and a lake nearby. Yes, with yabbies. You get yabbies in that lake. Let me turn you around again so you can see me. I watched it recently. Oh, so you too would have seen the lake then, Kirsty. Let me see if I can put you there without losing. I'll put you there. Put you there, maybe. All right. There we go. Now you can see me. So yes, there's yabbies in the lake. There is rainbow trout. There is turtles, and there are platypus in the lake. Although I haven't seen turtles and platypus for a while. I'm sure they're still there. It's just that when I first moved up here, I spent a lot more time down there. And also, you know, the kids were smaller, so you spend more time down there because you're trying to entertain them. But yeah, rainbow trout. Formal and Fast says, thank you, Kirsty. And is someone going? Who's going? I suppose we're all probably going to be thinking about going soon. But yeah, no, so there's lots of really awesome animals down there. I really need to set a camera up and just leave it there like a trail cam, and you get all sorts of weird and wonderful creatures coming up, I'm sure. And that would be a good thing to film and to upload as a video. But my friends, I think it's almost time that we should call it rainbows. Never seen a platypus. You've never seen a platypus? I'll have to see if I can film one then. Just don't expect it to be anytime soon, Brian. They're not easy to get. But yeah, I can try and film a platypus. And actually, you know, if anyone's interested in wombats, I mean, you don't have to look at my channel. There's plenty of wombats out there on YouTube. I do have 2 or 3 shorts. And I think I once did another dusk wombat video, and it went for like 3 minutes 20, and it was very hard to see him actually because it was getting dark. It was rather funny. But yeah, look up a wombat. Really weird creatures like platypus. And it doesn't have to be my channel. You can just look up anyone. Look up platypus and look up wombats. Well, look at us. We've got 17 in the house and 52 thumbs up. That's not bad, you know. That's pretty good. My friends, it's time to start saying our goodbyes, I think, because you've all been sitting here with me for such a long time, and I'm so grateful to you. It's been so wonderful. I've really enjoyed today. Have a great night, Susan, and everyone in the chat. We love your life, says Brian. Thank you, Brian. To you also. Bye, says Matt. Yeah, look, I have loved today. And I mean, I always love our lives because we're such a great community, aren't we? Everyone's so happy and uplifting, and it's just, we're a nice bunch of people. We're a nice family. And I've really loved it. I've really loved today. So thank you all very, very much for being here and being willing to spend your time, your evening, your day, depending on where you are in the world, with me and with all of us here on the Homestead. It's been great fun. I've loved it. Please, everyone, big thank you to Kirsty and Ace once again. They sit there on all my lives and they put up all these links to so many things. And I know I'm grateful, and I'm sure all of you are grateful as well. So big thumbs up for Ace and Kirsty. If you haven't checked out their channels, please do so. Both lovely people. Everyone who's here is a lovely person. So yes, everyone, have a lovely day, a great evening, and a good night's sleep. And may you all wake up tomorrow refreshed and happy, and spread kindness and be beautiful. Oh, I just kissed my hand and I've been holding a bone. We won't worry about that. I'll disinfect my face when I go in. Thank you so much, everyone. I've had a lovely time. And I'll see you all again soon. Bye.